In this section, we will discuss field planning and editing with the Walk with RC module. Tap the Plan field in the app and tap Walk with RC. After the satellite precision bar of the remote control turns green, walk along the field boundary with the remote control in hand to measure the field. Every time you reach a turning point for the field, tap Add Waypoint on the screen, or press C2 button to add a waypoint. When you encounter an obstacle, you can press C1 to measure the obstacle along its boundary. After measuring the obstacle, tap Waypoint C1 to continue field planning. After planning is completed, go to the preset calibration point and tap Add Calibration Point. The calibration point should be an area with obvious ground features, which will not change in the short term. After measuring the field and obstacles, edit the field. The widen overall margin is the distance between the end of the route and the boundary, which is used to increase the safety distance and prevent the agras drone from colliding with trees and other obstacles along the boundary or entering obstacle avoidance mode. Indentation is divided into unified indentation and single-side indentation, with the former applicable to all borders and the latter only to the selected border. Therefore, you need to tap Widen one side before setting the single-side indentation. Note, you should set the widen overall margin before setting the widen one side. Otherwise, the widen one side distance will be overwritten. Set the route spacing based on actual operation needs. This setting differs significantly for different models and applications. The obstacle boundary safety distance is the distance between the route and the obstacle. If the distance is larger, the route is safer, but the drone will spray a lesser area. Auto boundary route can improve the spraying quality along the boundary. This function can be set based on your operation needs. Once it is enabled, the drone will fly forward and reverse according to the sweeping settings after reaching the endpoint, as shown on the screen. After edge sweeping mode is enabled, a certain distance will be left at the start and end point of the operation route. Later, the area left out will be covered in the edge sweeping flight. Low speed ascend setting. Due to the large wind field of the T30, the penetration of the wind field will increase when the drone flies slowly at the ends of the field, which is prone to cause lodging. Set low speed ascend based on the crop growth conditions. If there are obstacles such as electric wires above the boundary of the field, turn on Enable Radar module. Adjust the angle of the route with the slider on the screen until the route is parallel to the border. You can use shortcuts to adjust the angle of the route. For example, double tap a specific border to make the route parallel to that border. Drag a waypoint to move it with your finger. Tap a blank area to add a waypoint, and double tap a waypoint to delete it. The green dot represents the start point of the route, and the yellow dot represents the end point. When editing the field, the start point of the route will be preferentially set at the calibration point. During actual operation, if the drone is far away from the start point, you can select another start point for ease of operation. Select a waypoint on the screen and tap Save to reset the start point.